I was watching one of these big YouTube channel gear review videos, and the photographer was talking about how this new camera is going to make him a better photographer. And it stood out. It's ridiculous, because the idea that a camera will make you a better photographer is completely false. It might make your work better, the end result might be better, but the reality is the better the technology, the worse in a lot of ways we become as a photographer. So for example, if you're going to have a self-driving car and that doesn't get into accidents, are you going to say that self-driving car makes you a better driver? No. You might, if you were born into if you're a generation that at some point never knows what it's like to even drive a car, and you have self-driving cars, of course you're not going to be a good driver. If the more reliant on technology you become, the less skilled you actually are at it. You might be able to produce better work, but that doesn't make you a better photographer. I want to give you guys a specific example. As a professional photographer, my first camera was a 40D, but I was very disappointed in it because I really wanted that full frame camera look. There is a difference. And after that, I upgraded to a 5D Mark I, the 5D Classic. That camera sucked by today's standards in a lot of ways. I loved the images, and I still love the images I made on that camera. But that said, that camera had terrible autofocus. It didn't really have a good burst speed, and so I had to get really, really good at predicting smiles, predicting the peak of action. My timing had to be spot on. I didn't get a 5D Mark II because it wasn't a big enough upgrade. Its best upgrade was video, and I wasn't doing any video at the time. When I went to the 5D Mark III, that did up my game because it gave me some features I was missing that going from the 1 to the 3, I didn't have good autofocus, let alone great autofocus. I couldn't shoot in low light. I had to learn strobes. I had to have better timing with the 5D Mark I. But so when I moved to the 3, initially, yeah, my work was better, but over time I actually got worse as a photographer because I became reliant on a lot of those features. Servo wasn't an option on the Classic. To me, I never found it to be good enough. I'll be honest with you guys, I barely find it good enough on the 5D Mark III compared to even my 7D Mark II. That camera is much better at servo. There's a lot of new technology that's really making a lot of old skills outdated, but in some ways making photographers worse in a sense. Mirrorless cameras, for example, you see what you're going to get. So if you are able to just see what you're going to get, do you need to know how to use a light meter? Do you even need a histogram? Of course, guys, I understand that with the mirrorless camera that skilled photographers are going to mind their light meter, they're going to mind their histogram. But what I'm suggesting is that for new people, they may never learn these skills because they don't have to. So is a mirrorless camera making you a better photographer? That's my question. So there's a few thoughts for you guys. Let me know what you think. Feel free to respectfully agree or disagree with me below. Let me know if my points are clear. I'm always trying to more clearly state my opinions. These videos are rarely about a dogma of mine. I'm always open to changing my mind. Let me know what you guys think.